So we are on the move. 91% of our Milpitas residents 12 years and older are vaccinated, fully vaccinated. That is 9% or 7% more than the county. And also, in case you haven't heard, Pfizer boosters are now available for those 65 and older, as well as some in certain groups. And vaccines are still available for 12 plus years old. And you see the SCC freevax.org is a website where you can go to find more information. Looking at our data since the last report, we have that in our county, 88.5% have received one dose, 83.7% full vaccination, and 16 and older, 85%. So you see the city of Milpitas is ahead of the county. It's important that our vaccinations are updated and that we get the vaccination because it helps to decrease transmission of COVID and keep it confined. Of those currently, the case rate per 100,000, 6.8 who are vaccinated have COVID, and the case rate for the unvaccinated is 37.2. And remember, if vaccinated, it is highly unlikely that you will be hospitalized or pass away from COVID. Overall, the case rate as of September 24th is 11.2. Looking at our own internal case rates, we are up 9 people since our last report 2 weeks ago. And again, if you would like more information about where we stand, you can go to our COVID webpage here on the front and scrolls down for our data and other resources. Additionally, things are constantly changing and constantly on the move. And as of September 22nd, the days for quarantine of an unvaccinated person who does not have symptoms have been reduced from 10 days to 7 days, providing that the student is tested on the 5th day or later and is still negative. And that's good news about getting our learners into class. Additionally, as I reported last time, we were looking into a new testing service. We have selected one. It's Concentric. It is one of the school testing agencies that's been approved by the California Public Health Department. We're looking forward to working with them later in October. And unlike the current provider, they will do the testing on site. We will have more detail about that at our next meeting. Additionally, I would like to share with you that there is an update on the FAQs at the California Public Health Department website. And if you click on this, you'll be able to get there. You can also find the information if you go to our Santa Clara County Public Health Department. I'd also like to share that as we did this summer, we will also have vaccination clinics here at the school district, in addition to those that are local, and our board support and communication specialist, Mr. Scott Forstner, will continue to provide updates of where you can get vaccinated in our social media. Now I'd like to turn our attention to an update on restroom vandalism that has occurred at 4 of our schools, as we discussed at our last board special study session. And first up, I would like to invite our co-principal, Claudia Cadenas of Randall, to give her a quick update of where the restroom status is at Randall.
Good evening. Thank you. Good evening, Board President Norwood, Board Trustees, Superintendent Jordan, and members of the Cabinet. At Randall, 2 soap dispensers and 2 toilet paper dispensers were destroyed. 2 exit signs were loosened and a urinal handle was broken. But in spite of all the damages, our students have always been able to use the restrooms, and almost everything has been either fixed or replaced. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Principal Cardenas. Now I would like to invite our Principal Sean Englund of Russell to give an update on the vandalism in the restrooms at Russell Middle School.
Good evening, Board President Norwood, Vice President Kelly Schwan, sorry, the rest of the board, Superintendent, and everyone else. At Russell, we've had 4 soap dispensers taken. However, we were able to get 2 returned. We've also had a couple of students who clogged the toilets. That's the extent of our damage.
Thank you. And I'd like to ask Principal of Rancho Middle School, Mr. Casey McMurray, to give a quick update on the restroom vandalism at Rancho.
Good evening, thank you. We had one day filled with soap dispenser incidents a couple of weeks ago. We took care of it on that day. We were able to identify those responsible, and they are in process of making restitution for the damages that were caused. We have had no other incidents since. We had 4 of the 6 student restrooms closed for 2 days that first week. Since then, all restrooms have been opened and repairs have been made.
Thank you. And Principal Francis Rojas of Milpitas High School, could you please give us an update of the restroom situation due to vandalism and theft?
Good evening, board and executive cabinet. At Milpitas High School, currently as of today, we have reopened all restrooms, female and male restrooms. I do want to thank our custodians and MOT staff of the district for making repairs to the dozens of soap dispensers that have been missing, toilet paper dispensers, paper towel dispensers, as well as replacing toilet seats, fixing doors, etc. So as of today, around 11 o'clock, we have reopened all of our restrooms and are currently monitoring them for further need of repair or damage. I took a walk through all of the restrooms this afternoon around 3 o'clock, and we found 2 toilet paper dispensers missing, 1 toilet clogged, and 1 feminine hygiene sanitary disposal container removed off of the stalls. So we'll continue monitoring, but again, thank you to our MOT staff for acquiring the replacements and repairing our restrooms.
Yes, thank you. And a big thanks to all of our custodians and the maintenance, operation, and transportation for the work that you're doing and making sure that our restrooms are safe and usable, in addition to all the work that you have to do because of COVID. That concludes the superintendent's report.